Hello students, good afternoon. Today I am going to presenting a new chapter named Physiography of India of class 9. So we are all know that India is a very vast country in the world. Accordingly, populations, accordingly, sociology, economic, and many more purposes. Now today I want to discuss about its physiography of India. So physiography of India, physiography means physiographic means the structure of the land of a country, structure of a land in a certain country, not only country, our country, in a certain place. So there are some bases are determined or varies physiography in a certain place or a country. Let's, what is this basis? Bases are formation of rocks, formation of rocks, formation of rocks, weathering, erosion, and deposition. Plate tectonic, fault, fold, and volcanic activities activity. Different plate margin, plate boundary, such as convergent, divergent, and transform form. Volcanic and earthquake occur in the are occur in the plate boundary and some of them within the plate. Gondwana land, Gondwana land, Ongar land and Tethys. In a certain place or in a certain region are dependent at the following variables. Following things. Today I am going to discuss in briefly about what are the main features of a certain place's physiography. We know all that formation of rocks are divided mainly three parts: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. Any kind of rocks are formed by the following method. On the basis of process, rocks are classified into three parts: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. This is also a feature of a certain place physiographic. Now, weathering, erosion and deposition. What is weathering? Weathering means the process are breaking down from a large rocks into a particles and different segments, each called weathering. Clear? Suppose here this is a certain place, here big rocks. Some physical factors and some artificial factors can be used to breaking down of a large rocks. This is called weathering. When these weathered rocks are transferred or erode with the help of water, slopes and many of them are called erosions. Erosions means here transferred from one place to another place. It's called erosions. And again, when all transferred or eroded substances or things are deposited, is called deposition. Am I right or not? In a certain place or in our country, Many areas belong to mountain, plains, plateau and many more features. Same way, from weathering to erosions to depositions is the features of any kind of physiography of certain place. Then plate tectonic. Plate tectonic. First of all, we need to know what is plate. What is plate? Plate is a small part of earth. Plate is a small part of earth. That means the earth can be consist of small part of earth. This is called plate. According to plate tectonics, earth has many physiographic features such as fault, fold and volcanic activities. Clear? That means the earth are formed with 7 major plates and more minor plates. Clear? When highly compressed are growth of fold, when some certain place ups and down formed as a fault, when two plates are divergent to each other, as a result of volcanic activity can be formed. Now, plate boundary. In our earth there are main 3 plate boundary are formed. One of them convergent boundary, divergent boundary and transform boundary. What is convergent plate boundary? When the 2 plates, oceanic plates or terrestrial plate moves together to each other is called convergent plate boundary. Convergent plate boundary is very dangerous plate boundary area. That means when 2 plates move together to each other, many geographical features can be occurred. Clear? And divergent, when 2 plates are move to the opposite directions to each other. That means this here, this area and this area, and this area can be formed for volcanic eruptions, and this process is called divergent plate boundary. Clear? And transform boundary, when the 2 plates moves to each other, one plate are down, other plates moves down other plates or transform to each other is called transform boundary. Transform plate boundary example for San Andres is an example for transform boundary, plate boundary. Now, volcanic and earthquakes are occur in the convergent plate boundary, in the convergent plate boundary. Many more volcanic and earthquake problems can be occurred in the convergent plate boundary, and some cases are occurred within the plate boundary. Clear? Then Gondwana land and Angar land and Tethys. In the ancient period, scientists believe that Earth was a single landmass. Earth was a single landmass known as Pangaea. And Pangaea surrounds occurred with water are known as Panthalassa. After some times, this Pangaea can be broke down and move to northern region and southern region. The Pangaea can be moved or break to each other, northern part and southern part. The northern part is known as Angar land. And southern part known as Gondwana land. Clear? And when break down to each other, Angar land and Gondwana land, between the Gondwana land and Angar land, Tethys seas can be formed. Gradually, both sides deposited alluvial or many substances, and continuously this area are raised. After that, compressional force and depressional force from the two sides can be formed Himalayan mountain. Clear? This is the main basis for any certain place or in our country also. So let's discuss today Indian physiography. Before discuss Indian physiography, of India, we need to have divide the physiography of India. That's why Indian physiography can be classified into 6 main parts. One of them Himalayan mountain, northern plain, Indian peninsular, Indian desert, Indian coastal and Indian island. Clear? Indian island. Now let's discuss Himalayan mountain. We know all that Himalayan mountain is one of the most important parts of Indian physiography. Clear? So today not possible to discuss all parts of Indian physiography, but I will try to discuss the first part of Indian physiography named Himalayan mountain. Himalayan mountain is a folded mountain already discussed in Gondwana and Angarland formations. Clear? Indian Himalayan mountain are extended from Jammu Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh, from Indus river to Brahmaputra river. We are classified of Himalayan mountain into horizontal basis, 3 parts, classified into 3 horizontal parts, namely one of them Himadri Himalaya. The northernmost part of Himalayan of India, Himadri Himalaya or Great Himalaya, Himadri Himalaya or Great Himalaya. Secondly, Lesser Himalaya or so once again come to our topics. Himalayan mountain can be classified into 3 longitudinal division. First of all, Greater Himalaya or Himadri Himalaya. And then Himachal Himalaya or Lesser Himalaya, and lastly Shivalik or Outer Himalaya or Shivalik Himalaya. Clear? These are the 3 horizontal classification of Himalayan mountain. Greater Himalaya or Himadri Himalaya is the average height of that regions near about 6,000 meters, and it's wider from northern region near about 400 kilometer in Jammu Kashmir and 150 kilometer wider in Arunachal Pradesh. Clear? In these regions many more important peaks are formed, such as Mount Everest are world toppest peak. Mount Everest, K2, Nanda Devi, Annapurna, such type of peaks are occurred in Greater Himalayan and Himadri or Himadri Himalaya. Clear? This type of region is very unstable. That is very younger folded mountain, folded mountain. This part of Himalaya is composed with granite rocks. That means Greater Himalaya are composed with granite rocks. Then Himachal or Lesser Himalaya. Lesser Himalaya or Himachal Himalaya is the southern part of Greater Himalaya. In these regions, the average elevations or average height of peaks are near about 3,700 meter to 4,500 meter. Clear? And its width are varies place to place. Near about 150 kilometer are wider from Greater Himalaya to Outer Himalaya. This is the wider. Wider means which area, how much wide, this is called wider. So therefore Himachal Himalaya are 150 kilometers wider, and in these regions some of major peaks are occurred. One of them Pir Panjal, Mahabharat Range, Kulu, Kangra valleys are occurred in these regions. Clear? So lastly, outer or Shivalik Himalaya. The outer or Shivalik Himalaya is very important parts of Himalayan region. These regions probably 10 to 50 kilometers are wide. In these regions, so many hillocks are formed. So many hillocks are formed. Hillocks means some type of hill are called hillocks, and locally known as dunes. Locally known as dunes. So therefore here many dunes are formed, such as Dehradun and Patli Dun and Kotli dunes are some dunes in these regions. Clear? And average height of peaks in these regions near about 900 meters to 1100 meters. So in these regions are many Himalayas are formed. That means I want to say outer Himalaya or Shivalik Himalaya can be classified into 4 types. One of them Punjab Himalaya, Kashmir Himalaya, Punjab Himalaya, Nepal Himalaya and Assam Himalaya. That means from here to there, Indus to Satluj river, Indus to Satluj river known as Kashmir Himalaya. Clear? Then Satluj to Kali known as Punjab Himalaya, and Kali to Tista known as Nepal Himalaya, and Tista to Dihang known as Assam Himalaya. These are the broad physiographic classifications of Himalayan mountain of our country. Clear? In that Arunachal Pradesh region, that means easternmost regions, some peaks are formed. Naga Hills, Manipur Hills, Mizo Hills, Patkai Hills are some special hills in outer or Shivalik Himalayas in the easternmost part of India. These are the today's topics. Tomorrow I will discuss next due parts. So students, keep your minds in your minds and remind that points is very important and very important parts of Indian physiographic features. So thank you very much.